Hello, this is Paul in Las Vegas, and I'm here. I was going to have a UFC pick for today, most likely, after I had studied the card, but they have messed up Saturday night fights. They had it in Jacksonville, and I understand Jacksonville, Florida is a industrial business center. I've driven through it a few times on my journeys through Florida, at least on the highway, and looked like a nice place. Nothing against Jacksonville, but they've messed up Saturday night fights with the UFC card there today. With Eastern Standard Time Zone, they had the main fight on the fight card, the last fight at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that's not even nighttime on the Eastern coast. And I don't know if they've ever heard the song Saturday Night and What It's All Right For with Elton John. They need to listen to that song with Saturday night and fights. And the UFC is usually on Saturday night, and you can count on it. I'm all dressed up for the fights right here and for my fight preview, but missed the fights as the last fight took place at 2 o'clock Eastern. 5 o'clock Eastern took place at the time businesses usually get out on weekdays on a Saturday here. And the first fight was at looks like 8:35 Pacific Standard Time. So that would have been 5:35 East Coast time, which that's ridiculous, ridiculously early. And Jacksonville is a center of industry. There is healthcare. The number 2 industry there, retail. Number 3 industry there, finance and insurance. Number 4 industry is hospitality. So I understand it's a business-oriented place. Looks like a nice place, nice commercial business place where things are nice outside and a nice place to live, sunny, nice weather. However, the UFC fights are supposed to be Saturday night, and Jacksonville's got to get that straight because I believe they could have had more attendance and probably a better overall viewing of the whole lineup that they had there. So I'm here with a baseball pick. The game is for 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. And the game is between 2 perennial powers. We have the Houston Astros, the current reigning World Series champions, and also the 2017 champions, against the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are the 2020 champions. And in their last 2 games, the Astros have scored 12 runs. The Dodgers have scored 5 runs. The Astros have scored 17 runs in their last 4 games, while the Dodgers have scored 12 runs in their last 4 games. The game is scheduled for 4:15 Pacific Standard Time. The Astros are 19-16 away. That's a 54% win rate on their away games. They are second in the American League West, 6.5 back of the Rangers. They are plus 41 runs on the year. They have a .539 win percentage. They lost their last game against the Dodgers, which was the first game of the series this year. They are 4-6 in their last 10 games, but they have lost 6 of their last 8 games. The Dodgers, on the other hand, they are 23-14 at home. That's 62% of their games at home that they've won. They are third in the National League West, 3 back. They are plus 47 runs on the year, and they have a .560 win percentage. They have won 3 games in a row, and they are 5-5 in their last 10 games. And this is the second game of their series with the Astros. They are 5-4 on the season after winning the first game of the series in the second game at home. Now, on the mound for the Astros is a pitcher named Ronel Blanco. He is 29 years old. He is from the Dominican Republic. And he is 1-0 on the year. He has a 4.66 ERA. He has 31 strikeouts in 29 innings, a 1.69 ratio. He has pitched in 12 games, 3 of them starts. On the road this year, he has a 6.30 ERA. And that's in 4 road games that he's pitched in. And a 2.82 on base average. Opposing batting average for, let me say that again. The opposing batting average for Ronel Blanco is 2.82. And so the hitters are faring pretty well against him. Overall, his opposing, and that's his away opposing batting average, that's 2.82. Overall, his opposing batting average is 2.89. So hitters are faring pretty well against him in general, batting 2.89. And on the other side of the mound is Bobby Miller. He is a first-year rookie pitcher in the big leagues. He is 6'5", 220 pounds, 24 years old, from Elk Grove, Illinois. He is the number 1 rated prospect in the Dodgers organization. And I've been all wrong on this guy in my 2 calls on him. In his first start, I went against him, and he won, pitching great. Then he convinced me that he's for real, that he's the number 1 prospect in the Dodgers organization for a reason, and they're probably right on that. And then I went against him in another game, and that was the first game where he had a bad game. He got hit in the 5th inning against the Giants, gave up 7 runs. And so I've been all wrong on this guy so far. But commitment and consistency is one of the keys to success. And I'm going to be consistent that once I was wrong on him in the first place, that this guy is legit, that he's the real deal, that he's got talent, and that he is a good pitcher. So that's why I'm picking this game here. Let me go some more into it. The numbers. Bobby Miller on the year is 3-1. He has a 2.83 ERA. He has 28 strikeouts in 28 innings and a 1.01 walks and hits per innings pitched. His opposing batting average is 184, so it's a lot lower than Ronel Blanco's opposing batting average. And in June, Bobby Miller has a 3.57 ERA. That's largely influenced by that last outing where he gave up 7 earned runs when he was tired in the 5th against the Giants. And he has a 175 opposing batting average. Also, when you look at these 2 pitchers, Ronel Blanco, every 5 innings pitched, he has given up 1 homer. That's what his stats average out to. While Bobby Miller, in 28 innings pitched, he has only given up 1 homer. So you have a guy that gives up a homer every 5 innings against a guy that gives up a homer so far every 28 innings. And I like going with the guy that gives up the 1 homer every 28 innings here. Now, this game also has a revenge factor, and it is basically a bragging rights contest and a lot of pride here. You have the Houston Astros, who are the reigning champions of the World Series champions in 2022, against the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are the 2020 World Series champions. Also, these teams played head-to-head in the World Series in 2017. And in the last 6 years, there have been only 2 World Series that have gone 7 games. And that was one of them. The Astros beat the Dodgers in 4 games. I'm sorry. They beat them in 7 games, of course. They beat them 4-3. which is really the only way that can pan out for 7 games. And the other World Series in the last 6 years that went 7 games involved the Astros, and it was the Washington Nationals versus the Astros. Yes, in 2019, the Washington Nationals did win the World Series, beating the Astros. So that is my pick for today. It's going to be Dodgers for the 5 inning here. Take the Dodgers relievers out of the equation, and just hope for 5 good innings from Bobby Miller, where he out pitches Ronel Blanco. That's what I'm going for, even though the Astros have been scoring more runs than the Dodgers lately. So my pick here is Dodgers for the 5 inning. Thank you for listening this far. Please like and subscribe and spread the video around. I have links to my sponsors, have Surge Trader, my affiliates, I should say. Surge Trader, one of the affiliates, they are a basically investment firm where you for trading, where you can trade with their capital and keep 90% of up to 90% of the profits. And I have a link to Interactive Brokers. They are one of the best, in my opinion, discount brokerage firms around. They have commission-free trades. They allow you to get fractional shares. They also allow you to trade on international markets and invest in international companies, not just domestic companies. There might be a slight exchange fee on some of the trades that they kick back to you, and you may have to go in for $500 sometimes on some of the positions, unlike the U.S. stocks where you can often get fractional shares, and there basically is no minimum investment with the U.S. stocks, mutual funds, and ETFs when you trade them in Interactive Brokers. And also I have a link to Amazon credit card. They have a deal. They are basically hooked up with Chase Bank, and so payments get made to Chase Bank, and you see your purchases on Amazon for your account, so you know what you got, where you got it. So if you want more, it's very useful and enables you to get more of some of the things you like more easily. And also have a link to For Patriots. They have survival food with a 25-year shelf life. You may find some comfort in having survival food with long life around, so you know that you will have food to get you by. And that is it here. Thank you for listening this far, and have a great day. Thank you.